What up?
Hey.
People? Oh, and it's playing. Hold on. Hold the mother effing phone here. We got the audio coming out of the wrong speaker. We can't start the show like that.
Oh man.
Here comes the money.
There we go. Okay,
Oh,
my
Mike, I think he's
people.
frozen. He's
Gosh.
doing a Lincoln challenge.
Yeah, Mike, what's
Pretending
going
to be
on,
frozen.
brother man? Okay, we're back talking tokens on a Tuesday. We got Michael frozen. Can't get the headphones right. There's always something on the cryptocurrency channel. But welcome, John. How you doing?
Chilling, watching the numbers go up.
Oh
Putting
my
the
gosh,
elbows on hard.
going up. Mike, how are you doing? Can you hear us? Or are you just an image? All right, we're gonna remove him off because I can't stare at his face like that all day. Yeah, this week's been a good week. Obviously, things are looking up. Old Dirty represent. Hold up, we got to show this comment real quick. My man Mike Sage down at ODU. That's right. I'm wearing the sweatshirt. He's from an ODU crew.
Solid.
Are you on? I guess he's on Facebook. It's showing your name though. That's interesting. Maybe I think StreamYard updated their technology because now you can show videos live and you can also do pre-recorded videos if you're on vacation or something.
Okay.
So you can do them. So something you might have to look into, but
All right.
very cool. Thanks for tuning in, Mike. I'm glad you were able to participate, and let's just get right into it here. Oh, look who's back on.
Finally.
The other Mike.
There we go.
Mike.
Computer issues.
All
It
right.
happens.
It does happen from time to time.
Every week.
I saw you were just getting off the golf course.
Yep, just hit a par 3 up and yeah. Had to scramble to get home. Oh, pretty well. Yeah, I mean, I played Saturday, Sunday, and today, so consistency is key.
Was your score as high as Bitcoin is right now?
I shot in a 32, but not 32,000. And then what are we at now? 38? What have we been hovering around? 37?
I got my boy Cardano up. Let's see here. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah. There you go. All right, so we're at 39,000. Had a nice little bump here right before the show.
Nice.
Clearly, since last week, what were we last week? This was what was last week? What was the day? 20th.
Yeah.
Boom. So we were debating, is it going to go past the yellow brick road? What's going to happen? We did this overall trend that we were kind of looking at. I did adjust that line a little bit, but it's overall the same kind of slope that we were looking at last week.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, it made a pretty significant bounce here. I think it's breaking out of this, descending wedge. And
do you still see Cardano chart? Or is that just my computer or my phone?
Oh, shoot, you're not even looking at it. Yep, you're right. Man,
shit.
Hold on.
Good call.
I was like, oh, what are you talking about? I don't see any of these wedges or pieces. That looks like $1.
That looks like a dumbass. All right, hold on. Hold the mother. I'm sharing the wrong.
But we were thinking, is it going to break 28K, which it didn't, and at least for the short term. It's good to see. I mean, it's definitely some good volume.
Okay, there we go.
Yes, there we go.
39,155 clocking in. Hey, real quick shout out. We got 6 live viewers right now. Thank you very much for tuning in to Talkin.
Thanks, everybody.
Please make sure to support the algorithm. Hit the like button, share it, point
subscribe,
post it, comment. And if you do comment, we should be able to see you in a little comment field here. So if there's a coin you want us to look at or you got a question, we're here.
There we go. BTC's up. We got the viewers up. Everybody's bullish.
All right.
I know.
We're blowing out all the shorts.
I feel like I've been not depressed, but it has been just lonely and like looking at your portfolio going down in the last like 2
Right.
months, you're like, man, it's more like angst. Like, when is it gonna like do something? When's it gonna do something?
Yeah.
Now?
Well, you got to think about it. It went from like 20s to 30s, then it just like blasted through 30s to 40s to 50s to 60s. So like it never had time to sit in this like 30,000 zone, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it just made an unreal parabolic move. And,
Right. So it had to come back and then just kind of chill in this area, chop some water. You know, we've seen these other, you know, pullbacks before, and then we're going to see the rise. And we saw that people were like, wow, that Bitcoin's still at, you know, 30,000. Okay. Big jump, big jump, big jump, you know.
so how
And-
happy are, whoa, sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, like, at that last 29, I even thought myself, I was like, do I really want to, I mean, do I want to buy another right here, or is it going to go lower? So I was like, I kind of held off on buying at that last like 29 opportunity, thinking it could go a tad bit lower, which I should have just stuck to the plan and bought, but whatever. I mean, the difference between 29 and 33 or, you know, 5 is not that
of course.
huge.
Right. Yeah.
And how happy
Yeah, it's
are
gonna be
you
impossible to catch the
if we-
bottom.
if we follow this yellow line, the yellow brick road that we've been calling it? I mean, look how positive that's going to be. What was that noise?
I don't know. I don't know if I had like my squeaky chair or something, but
No, there was like a StreamYard thing. That's okay.
okay.
If we follow this yellow brick road to the wizard, I mean, right
Yep.
now obviously it's going like super high. I think it moved $2,000 in 60 seconds. Was like how
Yeah, I was gonna say
how
that's like
that-
a giant buy. Because earlier it was at like 37, and then yeah, I mean if it jumps up like 2,000.
Right, so you can see it. You know, obviously it made its decision. It moved up. It's been breaking out ever since.
Right.
Basically, this right here is the breakout at the 24th, but it's been moving up ever since the 20th, the very next day of our show, basically. And then right now it's sitting at the next Fibonacci line here from the bottom. So I think that's why it's kind of settled where it's settled. There's also some big resistance here at like, there's a kind of a channel from like 36 to 37 that's now a awesome support for us if we ever were to move downward.
I would think so, yeah. We just have to break over that one, like there's like a 40, like
yeah,
that
right
one
here,
high
like 41,
point. Yeah.
like 42. I mean, if we break that, it's like, boop, boop, and we're going to be off the
Right.
races.
So that's a big like mental resistance right there, and just probably actual resistance.
Oh shoot. There we go. So yeah, it's like let me see if I can do so basically that line's kind of like the next resistance to pop through, but I'm kind of tracking this little green trend line, obviously tracking the yellow brick road. So even if it like settles down and, you know, continues with this yellow brick road overall trend, I mean, look at it in the month of oops, I just moved the Fibonacci. Let's say we're like
YBR, Yellow Brick Road.
Yeah, I mean, if we bounce around here to October, September, you know, kind of, it's like where's it going to be at the end of the year? I think is what people are kind of the next.
Right, you can look to the end of that line. I mean, I think the more that we kind of just approach that 40K resistance, and then if we keep failing to break it, then that's when we could just see this like downturn. But you know, it is obviously good that we're on this uptrend, a lot of buying volume. We were back over the 21-week EMA on the weekly chart. So yeah, I mean,
let me get the EMAs on here. So this is a 4-hour chart. So let's go to the daily.
Yo.
So yeah, I mean, we're above all of the trend lines right now on the daily, which is awesome.
yeah. So hopefully that's kind of like
The weekly, here we go. Like now we're testing the 21-day or 21-week EMA, which is like, man, if we get above that, that's a bullish sign like no other. So right now, that's like we're just playing with that.
Right, we're hitting it. So like if we go above that, yeah, we're doing well. If we could close a week above that, but the more that we just hit it, and then if we just keep going down, 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 you know, looks like we got some good volume and, you know, energy behind people wanting to buy right now.
That's right.
Yeah.
It Feels good.
Common,
Feels good.
the common pattern that we see when it makes these big swings, kind of on the macro scale, is after every dip, it always moonshots like double of what the previous all-time high was, by a good amount. So what was the previous all-time high? Like 55, 60-ish?
64, I think.
For Bitcoin, yeah, 64. I think.
Okay, gotcha. I think if we keep seeing these rallies, we'll probably see a straight up shot on one of those rallies, and it'll probably blow past all-time high.
Yeah, I was
Maybe.
looking at a chart on Twitter, and it was like it was overlaying Bitcoin's current progress comparatively in logarithmic form to 2013, and they're like the way it's been moving and about to do it like a double dip bull run
Right.
is almost identical. I mean, it was very close in charts. So like if it does that same thing, this next bull run, or the second phase of this bull run is going to be
right. Yeah, it could set up to be a good end of the year.
Keep your pants on, everybody.
Yeah,
And I guess
your
speaking of
shorts.
that,
You'll eat your shorts.
yeah, there was one here. Where is it? Right here. Nearly. Oh wait, you're not seeing it. Hold on.
Swap camera view.
Bloop. Nope. Bloop. Nearly 900 million in crypto short positions liquidated as BTC breaks above 39,000. So this was like just like we were getting liquidated on the other side for long position. What the hell? There we go. Long positions. They're just, this was a chart
clearing out the shorts.
Yeah, the shorts just getting murdered,
getting wrecked.
And, so that's part of why it's been, such a nice jump here and consistent. But I think more importantly, it's just people buying in. But there is a huge, or there at least there was. I'm sure there still is a large short volume of people shorting positions. So there's still more to burn, basically.
Well, when it comes to the shorting and the leverage, did you see that Binance limited their leverage now to like 20% or 20 times?
Yeah, 20x is, and I think that's, I think globally a discussion of more of all of these exchanges trying to to
kind of on the same
more regulated.
page.
And, I think it's regulation.
Well, I mean, it's being on the same page or agreeing on, okay, well, we'll have limits of how much. And then I saw there was an article of the Binance CEO saying he would be willing to step down too, because there's just been so much like clamor about Binance and not being able to, operate in certain countries and whatnot. But yeah,
I had that article pulled up.
So
I don't, I guess maybe he's not comfortable running a, more traditional regulated company worldwide. I'm not sure why he continue to be the CEO, but if they bring in, obviously he's probably trying to do it from an IPO position. He's trying to bring in someone who is going to engage traditional investors. And generally you can't do that if you don't have experienced IPO bringing that kind of market, company to market. So I think that's what I would think that's kind of his reasoning there, but
yeah, I mean, they seem to be under scrutiny every move they make. Just like all the 3 states going after BlockFi, for their cease and desist and whatnot.
Right. So what was they're originally starting like New Jersey was kind of saying, hey, you're not following.
You're selling or trading unregulated securities or something.
And then they're saying you can't produce any more, or you can't sell to new clients until we kind of figure this out. And then I think Texas, I didn't read the Texas article, but it sounded like kind of the same bit.
Yeah.
Other states pulling in saying, hey guys,
similar stuff.
We need to look at this. We need to look at this before we move forward a little bit more. So it's more licensing, more regulation.
Which is good and bad. Because some people want to do it, but then now they can't. But the people that have it are like kind of locked in. So
John,
definitely makes you think.
Are you on any like DeFi websites like that, like BlockFi, where you're getting yields on your crypto, or are you just keeping it in your wallets?
I mean, that's still kind of centralized, but yeah, it's just like interest yield accounts.
Yeah, no, all my stuff are in wallets. I realize when it comes to putting in different places, it ends up being a job just managing all of it. It's like the time you spend thinking about it. Well, I might as well just pick a better coin that will have higher gains to begin with.
So if you see one wallet with like 9% APY on one of your tokens, if you're going to stake it, and another wallet with 5, you wouldn't move it just to get that extra money. Yeah?
If I saw one that has higher staking yields, then yeah, I probably would. But I'm just not really, chasing after the percentages for staking at the moment. I'd rather put more effort into just finding coins that will like 100x, instead of just like hoping this one has 10x, 10%.
Well, it's a little bit more risky that way, but yeah,
it's like trying to find the diamond in the rough a little bit.
Yeah, I think a lot of them. That's the thing. There's probably so many of them. We just don't know it yet. You got to wait a year to find out.
Right. I mean, I'm just going the old method. Hey, compound interest compounds. So I'm putting money in, and then it's nice. Adam, did you check your BlockFi? Like once Bitcoin went up, I had like a $1,500 boost. I was like, oh, dang. I was like, that's sweet.
Well, I mean, it's your BlockFi money, but then it's also your interest that you've earned from the BlockFi money. It's just
right.
Everything's going up.
And then plus, I mean, your Bitcoin has gone up. So yeah, I mean, it was at 29 and now it's at 39.
So Mike, the Tony M. Schuler, if he's watching, I don't know if he is, but the BlockFi
Coinbase
strategy. Yeah. Explain that a little bit about what we think we might try to do.
So we each signed up for BlockFi, then we were able to get the BlockFi credit card, which in the first 3 months gives you 3.5% cash Bitcoin back, and then regular 1.5 throughout the whole year on all your purchases. Then we also signed up for the crypto debit card through Coinbase, which if you buy USDC dollar coin on Coinbase, it gives you 1.5% APR. And then when you spend it on that debit card, you get 1% back on crypto. So whatever crypto you choose. So we were thinking spend on the Bitcoin card, credit card, pay it off with the Coinbase card, and then you'll be getting like 2.5% back in crypto on those, through those transactions alone.
And you can keep if you had a whole bunch of USDC, you could keep it in your BlockFi to get like,
and then it's 10%.
Move it over to Coinbase to pay, and it's like this little cycle.
Well, so the Coinbase, I did misquote that. Like I think I mixed up the BlockFi rates with the Coinbase rates, but Coinbase actually only has for USDC it's 0.15. So I mean it's respectable. I think I get a little bit more at a credit union, but if you combine that with the 1.5, I guess that you're going to get with the rewards.
Yeah, but doesn't BlockFi doesn't it have yields on USDC? No.
Yeah, it's only 1.5%
on BlockFi.
0.15. Yes. No, not on BlockFi. On Coinbase. Sorry. On the other one, I think
I'm saying on BlockFi.
Oh, so then I think that's like 6 maybe to 8.
Right. So 8.
But they don't have a card.
I know. Have a card. You could keep it there. You could keep a large sum there. Have interest,
and then move
send it over to Coinbase, pay your BlockFi, and it's like it would be a way to keep your.
Yeah, it's definitely a way to just keep your money moving for you. Yes.
Yeah, so I think that's. John, your audio is getting a little wonky. Did you move your microphone or something?
No, hold up. How's it now?
It's better. Yeah.
Yeah, it's better. So yeah, take a look into it. BlockFi. Coinbase, they offer all that stuff. Always check out the Coinbase rewards too, because they always offer different like rewards if you like read up on the coins and then take the tests. There's little quizzes that you really can't get wrong, and then you get free money. So I think I got like 20,000 Satoshis. I just sent those over to BlockFi. I just converted it all.
All right, so let's just take a look at the rest of the market right now. I mean, it's showing red, but I think it's because it just went over to the next daily candle. I think Ethereum is looking at a pretty big W pattern on the chart. Let's see on the daily.
Yeah, I mean, they're counting down to their big fork. So what's happening with that? There
you go. There's the W.
Ooh.
So that pattern right there, I think, is tracking to have a pretty solid breakout.
Right. What if you measure? If you measure from the top to the bottom?
Yep. So somewhere like this, and we're looking at a price target roughly $3,000 if this hits. So I think that's super positive. I know the markets are kind of following Bitcoin right now, but man, if Ethereum kind of drives the show, at least it was at the end of the last, cycle here. So pretty cool to see that. That's doesn't look like the Bitcoin chart really at all. So it's kind of running its own little path. I mean, I guess it's been generally kind of following it, but that W pattern means it's ready to explode.
Right. And then you got through the ribbon. So now it's like, I mean, I think the countdown to the London fork is, close. I mean, I thought they said 9 days or something.
Yeah, I had something. Let's see if I have it up here.
There's like a countdown
right here. So what happens to it? It was just talking about, Ethereum mining. Obviously, the London fork is part of that, with where they're going to start tuning down the profits of mining transactions.
Right, the difficulty bomb.
It's basically just talking about, as 2.0 comes alive, people are basically saying, like right here, it's saying gear up. If you're an Ethereum miner, you should basically assume that you're not going to be making any money by the end of 2021.
That sucks.
Or at least that's a good strategy to make sure you don't get burnt on cost. Hold on. We had a comment here from Mike Sage. Reddit has all the answers to Coinbase quizzes. Come on,
you need the answers to them.
You need the answers to Coinbase quizzes, Mike. I know you went to college, my man.
I know.
That's funny.
Hey, but that's it's like the Cliff Notes. Reddit.
Yeah,
I wouldn't expect anything less from them.
I can almost guess what the answers are without.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, what is the balance token? I'm like, oh, it's the governance coin. Okay. I mean, once you kind of know.
Yeah, no, that's funny though. I guess it gets you. It doesn't really let you get a wrong answer either. I don't.
No, it'll just be like, that's not right. Try again. Try again, silly.
That's funny.
Well, thanks for the comment, Mike.
Yeah, he says free money is always better when it's faster. That is true.
That is true.
I'll take free slow money though.
Yeah, I'll take it anyway. It's coming free.
That's right. All right, let's get back on here. So Ethereum, I guess, John, you just invested in your PC, your Ethereum mining now. I guess you're using Ethereum to technically mine Shiba, but you're really mining Ethereum.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think I'll probably just end up selling it if it just doesn't work out well. I mean, I think these PCs hold their values. So I mean, whatever price you buy it for, you can pretty much sell it for roughly around that.
It's not bad to have a computer too.
Yeah, I mean, if you just have a gaming desktop, like.
Yeah, no, it's a
start playing Destiny. Start playing Destiny too.
Why is that plant attacking you right now?
I know.
Your plant's like petting your head.
Oh yeah, no, I got a few plants here. I got this guy here, the snake plant. I got a couple different plants.
I got a snake plant. They're so easy to keep alive. They're just like, they don't like light and they just kind of sit in the corner.
Yeah.
Snake plant.
All right, so John, just keep that in mind. You'll be mining. So maybe about, that's kind of like an early estimate when they're going to probably make it, either shut it down or it's going to be almost impossible.
I mean, I think they said by December, that's when they're doing like that difficulty bomb, which is just going to continue to increase, until they can't figure out the problem anymore. The problems, the equations.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. But then like, we don't know what the price is going to be at in December. It could be.
Well, it's going to start burning. Yeah, I mean, they're going to start. It's going to start becoming deflationary.
Yeah.
So we could see a parabolic spike.
Maybe.
Well, I mean, the price of the coin and the way the miners get paid or not paid is somewhat irrelevant. I'm just saying, if you're going to go and invest in a whole bunch of equipment, you got to make sure you're thinking short term.
Oh, yeah.
Ethereum is the point. Like,
I mean, because they have been coming out with some new rigs, but
right,
not.
if you can go get the A10 for cheap on eBay, but you're like, you got to be able to pay it back in 100 days or something.
So it's probably good that like earlier this year we didn't buy one for like 20 grand because that's what we were like thinking about.
Probably good.
But I mean, it would have probably paid itself back within that time, but then you just wouldn't really have any longevity with it.
Right. Who do you give it to next? Maybe someone can another coin will use the algorithm. There's still Ethereum Classic.
Right. Or ETH hash. Right. Yeah. I mean, so whatever that works for other.
And I guess there'll still be like Ethereum. Well, no, I guess I guess there would be Ethereum Classic would be your option, at least at the moment. But
it's not going to be like that L7.
That's right. Would you see Voss? You see Voss Coin had like 2 gold shell boxes on his channel today?
No.
What's that
I'm thinking
about?
one of them's probably an L7. He said two different miners.
So it's different.
And it was gold shell, and one of them I'm thinking is L7. One of them is probably his little mini Doge miner.
Okay.
Well,
did you get yours?
He had 2 different scripts.
Did you get your helium yet? I still haven't.
No, I haven't got that yet. That's probably be like November.
Still pending.
What'd you say, John?
Still pending. I haven't shipped it yet.
Yeah, I mean,
just keeps getting pushed back.
I don't even have like an email that says anything about.
I think they're on like batch 2, and I'm in batch 4. So
they must have scaling issues,
I think it's because building them. There's a lot of demand, and then you got to build them all by hand, probably.
Yeah.
It's like production hell.
So supply and demand right now is like, I mean, everybody wants the stuff, no one can get it. There was did you hear about there was the boat that was stuck in the Suez Canal or something? They had to get that out to get all the shipping containers around them and everything, and there's just
another boat or the one that happened 2 months ago.
Yeah, it was there was one that was pretty recent, but I guess it's just saying that that happened, and there's other just delays, and it's just continued to be really hard on the people because there's not enough people to do it.
These damn boats keep getting stuck.
And they just keep running them 24/7. They're just all right, turn back around, go back. People are probably falling asleep. There you go, wake them up.
Yeah. Yeah, the boats. I know the supply chains in all industries are goofed up. I know you're looking at used cars, used car value right now. It's just skyrocketing through the
roof. Yeah, I'm just sticking with what I got. No need to buy at the moment.
Car, or let me go buy a used Ford F-150, and it's almost the same cost.
What car are you looking at?
Well, I mean, I was looking at more kind of like a family, Lexus GX 460. And I looked at briefly a 2019 Forester Subaru because that was the same amount, and it was it only had 5K miles versus 100,000 miles. But I think I'm just sticking with what I got for now. I'm just going to try to pay it off, and then maybe wait for the prices to come down a bit. Oh, we got another question here. Did y'all buy H&T miners? Yes, we did. We haven't got them yet. So back in March, I think I ordered 2, one from Nebra and one from Syncrobit. And Adam, I think, ordered 1, and then our cousin ordered 2, and I don't think anybody's got any of them yet.
And we know a guy that ordered 7. So there's Daniel.
Oh, Dan. Yeah, Dan. Yeah. So I wonder if he's got any of his, and maybe
I mean, I'm going to assume we all ordered them
because Bobcat. I know the Bobcats came a little bit quicker than the other ones. So if you did order a Bobcat, you had a chance of getting it within 2 months. But that was one that No, that's the helium.
Oh, the helium one.
Okay. It's internet, decentralized internet.
Right, but then we had there's issues too, because then like people were trying to put it into Binance and then you couldn't, like they suspended the wallet, the Helium wallets, and then you couldn't sell it. So it's like you could like mine it, but then where are you going to sell it? Where are you going to send it to sell it? I thought maybe crypto.com, I thought maybe they had it, but something to, think about, because if you can mine it, then you need to sell it or convert it or do something with it.
So I got the Syncrobit, like the Voscoin limited edition, which doesn't mean anything other than it has a sticker on it, really. But that I ordered it back in June. I haven't gotten a single update, anything saying like, "Hey, we're processing your,"
Yeah, I mean, you're only a month in. You're like a baby.
Yeah, I waited way too long.
I'm a vet. I'm 3 months in.
I had super FOMO just listening to you guys like talking about them. I was like, I might as well just get one. And I saw the Voscoin special edition. I was like, all right, I'm gonna support my dude. Sounds like a good idea.
I mean, it's good. It's just like, we're still waiting. There's going to be a halving in like 9 days, apparently, or like 10 days or something. So that means less coins to come out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that's we are patiently waiting for those products to come in, and we'll let you know how it
update
works.
Everybody. Yeah, once we get them.
All right, so getting back to this next video here, or not video, whatever this is called.
Page.
Yeah, so this is just expanding on, Cardano. I think we've been talking about this. Their next Alonzo update, which is like their next phase in their program. They're starting to talk about, it's just saying like how it's been peer reviewed. It's a peer review process, so it's taken a long time. They were in their first phase where 88 added transactions were created. Then they started the proof of stake phase, which is Shelley. Now they're in this Goguen phase to support smart contracts, and eventually their final stage is Basho and Voltaire, which is going to be on-chain governance.
No set date.
Yeah, no set date. So it's just a slow-moving thing. And they were, I guess, I didn't necessarily realize this, but like, Ethereum started in like 2015, and then Cardano was like shortly behind. But clearly, it's just taken a lot longer for 88 and Cardano to get to the same kind of level. But they're just taking their time, and I think they want to get it right, which I think is, it's a cool way to be a startup, I guess, is to get it right as opposed to just be the first to market.
Yeah, they're going through official processes like peer reviews and that type of stuff. So,
yeah, so hopefully they don't have mistakes and they get it right, right around that. So,
right. I think
anyway,
potential. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I think they got a ton of potential because I think it's kind of becoming mainstream now. Cardano, you hear a lot of people talk about Cardano, and I think has the same potential as Ethereum price wise. I mean, I think it's one of those that's going to have 10x, 100x potential. Speaking of 10x, bust out my 10x hat right here.
10x. There you go. There you go, John. 10x. That's a sweet hat. Yeah, I mean, I really, I like listening to his like YouTube videos. I think he's a really smart dude, and
he's thorough.
I got a lot of faith. I'm trying to get like 1,000 Cardano coins just to sit on, and I was playing with my little portfolio. I was like, what if Cardano is $1.28? What if it's $2.28? What if it's 2,000? Like, what if it becomes Ethereum? And I'll be sitting pretty if that ever happens. So that's like kind of my like that. I think that's like my most hopeful coin to actually make me some pretty good funds in my portfolio.
Well, yeah, I mean, think 5 years from now, 10 years from now. I mean, that could easily be.
Yeah,
right.
For sure. I don't think it's that unrealistic. I mean, it's only $1 or something. That's ridiculous. Like,
and just imagine the people that have had it when it was like 0.01 or 0.00001 or 0.000. Like one of the guys I knew who bought miners from, I think he had over 100,000 of them. Like so he's had it since 1 cent.
Yeah.
So he's making bank.
So we got 2 more comments just to roll back on HNT real quick. So Mike, there is a website which I guess I could show you because he was talking about the HNT. So Helium Vision, if you haven't seen this yet, Mr. Sage. You should check this out. There's a website where you can go in, and I think we kind of went over this on one of the shows a little while back, but you basically put in your geolocation, and I think you can pay for it for like a couple dollars, like literally $3. I don't know why it's not loading, but you can put in your location, and it basically predicts all the geo information for your helium miner and where you should put it and where you're going to be the most profitable. It takes into account like elevation change of the environment and all this stuff. So very cool tool, and I can't wait to try to use this for our HNT miners when it comes along. So definitely take that look at that. And they also said sick hat. So there you go. The hat's a winner.
Win John's hat.
Yeah, win John's hat. 10x with John's hat.
Yeah, we can do another contest or something, kind of like the thing we did last time.
Yeah, no, we still got the contest for 500 subscribers.
500, yeah, we have the 500 subscriber giveaway, but just for maybe something,
Well, we can do something like a fantasy coin pick.
A fantasy, so we win.
Yeah, well,
the hat.
Yeah, I mean, either one of you guys or anyone in the group if you want to participate. How about I think a lot of coins out there will 10x. So how about you come up with a list of coins and we see how many of those coins 10x.
So you get 10 coins, and who 10x's by the end of, what's the end date or ever?
What's the end of the quarter? Is it September something or October? When does the quarter end?
Yeah, it'd be September, like the fiscal quarter. It'd be like September, October.
Yeah. Well, how about let's say the end of September or something?
What coin's going to 10x by the end of September? I guess we could just get our cryptocurrency draft up again. We could just try that again for the next episode.
Maybe next show.
So August 1st.
We got football coming back. So, to get back in the spirit.
Now that things are moving up again instead of down, it's a little more fun to do the cryptocurrency draft.
I would say.
Okay. Yeah. So let's plan to do that for the next show. We can kind of do a combination between like the crypto draft again for the month of August. And then we can also do like a sidebar extra credit, like 10x. You get a lottery ticket to 10x or something. All right, here, let's go back to, I thought this was interesting. Robinhood is trying to tackle crypto volatility. Why can't I say that? Volatility by overriding some trades. So they're basically saying if you do, and I read through this article, it's like if you have a weekly buy, like say you do $50 a week or whatever, they're going to decide not to buy for you if it's too high, or if it's like there's times of like high volatility, they're going to not buy for you. They're making that choice, which I guess is like protecting.
I like that.
Yeah, it's like protecting the client, I guess, to not overbuy the top. But I don't know. It makes it seem like it's for very novice people, which I guess maybe some people in Robinhood are. But we all know that.
Do they have that for like stocks? They're like, hey, don't buy this now.
Yeah, I think they catch a lot of heat for not allowing people to buy GameStop when that thing was going.
Well, yeah, crazy. I mean, they were just shutting it down because it kept like going so high, and it was almost like they didn't want to have to like probably pay it all out or something, or maybe they didn't have the liquidity to, so they just like halted trading.
In the article here.
Yeah, and they did that for Dogecoin too. Like everybody wanted Doge, and they were like, nope, we're just gonna shut it off. You can't trade Doge anymore, like at this time. So I don't know. I don't like that because that's just them making decisions for you. Yeah.
It's weird.
Oh well, it's a little too high for you, But I mean, I guess if you sign up for that service, then sure. It could just, if it was a reminder, like, hey John, you're buying the top.
Are you sure you want?
You're buying the top, man. And then he's like, actually, just wait till tomorrow at 5:00.
Well,
it's going to
it
come
kind of seems
down.
like if they can control it, couldn't they just manipulate the shit out of everyone's money too? They could be like, "Oh, we're going to buy now instead of
Oh yeah, right.
buy later
Right.
and hold off
Buy,
until
buy,
I
buy,
sell
buy,
the
buy,
shit."
buy. Right. They're just like, oh, I need this to go up right now. Okay, do all the buy orders at once. Boom. And then it's
Right.
like, yeah.
I can't. I'm half my clients are shorting this. I can't have everyone buy this week, so we're going to like hold off.
Right. Right.
That seems shady.
Yeah, I don't like Robinhood. Never have.
Yeah, Mike Sage says.
Most sophisticated investors aren't using Robinhood anyways, so it's just kind of meant for
Yeah, I think that's kind of
a retailer.
kind of the point. It's a little. It's just for novice protection, I guess.
Yeah, because I mean, he's saying it defeats the point of dollar cost averaging. So you're supposed to buy like a little by little each week, no matter what the price is. So, I mean,
Yeah, we'll see.
I kind of went against my plan, which I shouldn't have. Stick to the plan. I would have had a couple thousand more satoshis, 100,000.
You didn't cancel. You were deviating from your Swan reoccurring buy though. You were just buying, or did you say?
No, that was
like
just
your
like, yeah, that
sideline
was
that
my
you were
like just my regular, yeah, like, oh, this feels good. Let me just spend $100 on it. I'm like, all right, that's a
Yeah.
good time. Like, because it was like giving you at 29,000, it gives you like 330,000 satoshis. I mean, like that's pretty significant. You know, that's almost it's like 1/3 of a cent a bit. So if you have, 100 cent a bits, you got a Bitcoin.
This was just an article about, the how Doge will kind of. It's just kind of summarizing like how we got here. Talked about it being a meme coin, and other meme coins have come and fall, and this one's just taking the social. Like the next step is going to kind of be like social coins and social things that, like, there was an article about a coin that was stepping into the NBA. I think it was the Cavaliers, and like somehow it's going to give fans like access to special privileges and stuff. I don't know. I don't even. It wasn't extremely clear, but like they're saying the next kind of phase of cryptocurrency is going to be social coins, and
Right. So it's like
kind of
interactive. Right.
like their goal is
So you can like use your cryptocurrency to sway the team's like opinion and like decisions.
or maybe you get more cryptocurrency the more likes you get on your social media page, and then you start getting like paid instead of likes, you get coin, and then you can influence and sponsor advertising through your coin because you have a whole bunch of, so then the more popular people have more rights to put stuff out on. I don't know if that's how they would use that, but
yeah, I mean, I think there's kind of like endless possibilities. So it's just the more you can get people to interact and
I think
kind
this
of
one
just think about your stuff.
Yeah, I think this one was a big one. So the rumor was like Amazon was starting to step into the Bitcoin realm because they had a job posting for a senior Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, player, basically.
Just like Apple.
Right. But they had commented to websites saying that that report is not true.
False.
Who knows if that's really the case, or they just don't want to like formally announce it yet. But that was one of the things I think right when, between Bitcoin's run back up, this was part of the good news that people were speculating on, and I guess they've shut it down, at least for the moment.
Well, in the article it says they don't have plans by the end of this year.
So they could just be like telling you what you want to hear or what they want you to hear, right? Well, by the end of this year, but come February, right? Come 2020, when all your like Amazon Prime renews, we'll be accepting Bitcoin or other cryptocurrency payments.
Yeah, I mean, Amazon. Do you think they're going to have Amazon an Amazon coin, or do you think they're just going to use it to accept payment through Amazon, through your Amazon plans? They're just going to use it to transfer money through Amazon transactions. Or are they going to have a coin that's related to Amazon?
I think all retail stores are going to have that eventually. Like
I mean, they already have Tezos. Are they going to have Bezos?
Bezos. I mean, right. I think they definitely, if they start accepting cryptocurrency as a native paying feature. John, just I guess speaking of that, you had an article on your page about retail, or not retail, real estate. I don't know. I couldn't think of that word. Real estate accepting cryptocurrency for house transactions.
Oh yeah, like for payments or something.
Yeah, there's just been kind of a more of an uptrend in sellers and buyers being interested in using cryptocurrencies. I think all it takes is a title company to have a wallet. I think that's all you need.
So because they just put it into escrow pretty much. So they're like, okay, we're the middleman. You send us this much, then we send that to them, and everybody's happy.
And technically, the buyer and seller don't have to both need crypto. Like, say I want to pay with Bitcoins or Ethereum or whatever, and the seller needs cash. Well, if the title company has a wallet, they can just transfer your stable coin or whatever you used into cash.
And then they just go out of their funds, right? Their own funds or something.
Probably charge a fee, which is fair, 1-2%, whatever.
Yeah.
But I think that's all it takes for people to do real estate transactions with cryptocurrency. The title company just needs a wallet. That's it.
Or if the title company is just a DAO, an autonomous contract, so you don't even need it. It'll just you enter in the agreement, and then it makes the contract, and then you just place the funds where it tells you to, and then it executes it. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's the goal eventually. Get rid of all this stuff, just to have it all on the blockchain, smart contracts. But kind of that stepping stone is, I think,
right. The intermediate, right? Everybody kind of accepting it and then using it, right?
Yeah, that would be the coolest thing, is have your title in the blockchain, so like people could see, like there's no stealing my. I guess I hear those like.
How do you steal it when it's public?
You steal your title right beneath you because they have some fake notary and a piece of paper. Like,
right.
If it's on the blockchain, I have a transaction record that's publicly there that I paid for the house at this point in time.
Right.
My title. Right. That would be cool.
Right. I sent this amount of Ethereum to this address when it told me to, and it released it to me in my name, and here it is.
Right, the transaction is going to be instant. Basically, you don't need to do a 30-day transaction.
Yeah, there's none of this this closing bullshit that you have to go through.
Right, you wouldn't have to have escrow too, because it would just either send it, or it would just know, yes, it's there. I can confirm it. There's 5,000 network confirmations that this money is in that wallet.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that's the goal with the smart contract stuff. It'll basically replace a lot of the stuff the courts do. I mean, the courts are just super inefficient. You got this big
you have to have someone trusted party to then say, okay, we're accepting or we're validating what you're doing, when that could just be done autonomously. Yeah.
So if you had a house that you're going to buy for $700,000 and you happen to have $700,000 in Ethereum right now, would you? I'd still feel like
I wouldn't want to use it.
I wouldn't want to use it. Yeah, I wouldn't.
I would just still send Doge. I would send.
I would still send USD. I would take a loan out with BlockFi and pay for my house and hold the crypto. I still couldn't. Even if I had it, I wouldn't separate from it right now. It's it's too. Because just thinking the next month, that's $1 million in ETH, not $700,000 in ETH.
Sure, yeah.
And now the loan company you just sent it to sitting on a, All right, Michael, you need to get some coffee in you, brother.
Sorry.
You got to remember, though, there's a lot of kids, I guess 10 years ago, that had several Bitcoins 10 years ago, and now they're multimillionaires. And a lot of them haven't reported their taxes, right? They're just hiding in a wallet right now. a lot of people want to find ways to use that currency without having to pull out into cash. And I think buying properties might be sort of like a gray area way to do it, because if a title company accepts cryptocurrency, they have like a digital wallet or whatever. I mean, they report that you bought a house, but they don't go into details of, oh yeah, this guy used cryptocurrency, we transferred to this and to that. They're not getting into that minutia. So I think it'll be attractive to a lot of people who made a lot of money with cryptos, recently, that started 10 years ago.
It could be. I mean, that's why maybe regulation and the people kind of doing a little bit more could be a positive thing, just because, like, oh, if you pull out money from real estate and then you put it right back in, then you're not taxed on it, right? So it's like, could that be something too, where you take some of these gains and then roll it into a property, a house?
Yeah, maybe. I was thinking more in terms of people trying to like evade taxes. Like, I know a lot of people are just doing that,
Well, I mean, they're trying to make a whole like agency just to come after you for that, So just do it correctly. Don't sell it, and then you don't make a taxable event. Yeah. There's no market value for it. So, like Adam's saying, then borrow it against it. It's still going up, and then you don't have to pay taxes on loan money.
Yeah.
So,
makes sense.
Money.
I was looking for a good one.
I was gonna say, who'd you like? Did you just sell something on eBay or something?
Ka-ching.
Ka-ching.
All right, let's see here. So Amazon's out for now.
Yep.
We'll keep an eye on that one. I think this was part of the reason, not part of the reason, but I think, again, more good information as the Bitcoin kind of made a U-turn here. That B is for Bitcoin interview between him, Jack Dorsey, and who else was it? Someone else. Can't remember.
Some lady. Anyway.
Huh?
There's some lady, wasn't there?
Oh, it was the lady from ARK Investors. Yeah. Kathy Woods. Yeah,
and I guess he confirmed that himself personally, Tesla and SpaceX all hold Bitcoin. And then this article I guess their earnings for Q2 showed they hadn't really sold anymore, at least according to Tesla. So, just more evidence. I think the move for environmentally friendly Bitcoin was like more of a Tesla corporate. Like, I think it was him trying to sell and get into that market somehow and create a new like battery Bitcoin green energy market for himself, more than him just stepping away from Bitcoin personally. Because clearly,
because I mean, he says he pumps, he doesn't dump.
Correct.
So like, right. So he's hold true to that for the most part. So
yeah. So that was another reason, and then this was just kind of showing again, making big moves in the short term. You can clearly see that this is a nice.
People are starting to see the potential. I'm sure the fear and greed is kind of turning around, but
this is just a chart about Grayscale. Like, here's their Bitcoin holdings, and I guess this blue is slightly going down, which I'm not sure what that means, other than them like maybe there's some
selling them off.
I guess there's a little bit. It looks like a kind of a linear sale for profits or something, but it's not a big dip. It's going up. It kind of shows all the coins they show they hold here. So Ethereum, stacking, lacking, Litecoin, stacking, lacking.
Yeah, just steady going up.
There were some in here I don't even recognize. Like what's LPT?
LPT. I don't know.
Filecoin.
What about I was gonna say, what about the chart? Hey, what about the chart for the hash rate? Can we check that out? Like the Bitcoin hash rate? Because hopefully we'll see this like increase along with the increase in price.
So it's made a positive move since our last discussions here. I think I read an article that was supposed to have its biggest increase, or not the biggest increase, but a hash rate difficulty increase since the network drop, which means things are coming back online, hash rate's coming on. So this is not going to go down anymore. Right. This is going to ultimately start to go back up, which means people are getting set up in America or Kazakhstan or wherever the hell they are at. Which, they basically dispersed. I think China shut down like last provinces of miners again. Like even last week they even forced more. So like they're just punting and wanting everyone to get out because they fear it. The government of China fears it. Not the people.
Right. They don't. Right. Well,
so the hash rate's now distributed across the globe, which is even better for the security and I think the overall conditions for Bitcoin moving forward. So very cool. But yeah, it looks like it's kind of it's coming back online.
Yeah, that's good. Because that usually always has a good effect. So the more miners, the more people, the more security. And then I think the other day I sent something for 1 Satoshi. It was great. And it confirmed within a day.
There you go.
So, yep.
Yeah, here's just market cap just to kind of round off the show here, 10 o'clock. Just looking at last 7 days, 33%, 30%. Beautiful.
That's pretty good. If you just you could be up 300 on 1,000.
Yeah, I think as long as it holds above 35, it's good,
I agree.
Bubble.
I still think it's a really good buy. Yeah, with just kind of the unknown in the whole macro with America, what we're doing with money and printing and the country, the supply stuff, jobs, people wanting to work, people not going back to work because they don't feel like they can find jobs, or trying to pay people $22 to work at McDonald's. Okay.
AMP 74%. Axie Infinity, Mike. There you go. There's that gaming coin, right?
Well, yeah. What's it at now?
202% up for $47.
You could just be playing. You could be gaming and make money. They're paying you to game.
202%.
Yeah, my buddy Brett's probably got a shit ton of it because he has his own team. He has 10 different people down in the Philippines making him money for him, and then they're making money themselves.
Look at this here. OKB, I've never heard of that one.
What about R?
Pirate coin?
Yeah. Is it still at the bottom of the ocean?
What is it? ARRG?
ARRR. A3 R's.
Doesn't even show up here. I guess it's probably pirate.
A lot of the altcoins haven't moved up yet. Just got to give it a little bit of time.
It was somewhere in the top 200, I thought, but maybe it's not there yet. Or what about SIA? All of it's kind of just poopy. FXT.
33%. I guess it's moved up equally just like everything else has.
It's still under a penny.
Yeah, I kind of lost hope in that one. But
I still think it's a good project. I still use Skynet to send people giant files for free, so it's kind of cool. But
I think it's potential.
I still think I have a couple thousand of them. So if it ever jumps up, then yeah, sure.
I've never heard of this one, Zil.
Silica.
What about your Theta, John? Theta or Matic or any of those?
I think Theta's in the list somewhere. Theta might be in the top 10.
Yeah, okay, 64% up right now.
Not bad.
So Theta, I think, is going to be one of the 10Xs.
Or VeChain. I see VeChain there.
Yeah.
Those are all the heaviest ones hit too, like VeChain and Matic. They got pummeled. and they're coming back, I think, equally fast. So like I think that's why they're a little higher because people see they just got destroyed.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it almost went back to like when I bought Matic at like 70 cents, and then it like went up to like $1.70, and I was like, all right, I'm cashing out.
Chainlink's another one that got destroyed. I mean, what that was at like 53 or something a couple weeks.
Yeah, what is that now? 10?
19.
Oh, yeah, it's hard for me to see the screen there, but yeah.
Litecoin also. Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash.
Yeah.
Remember
Litecoin.
Bitcoin Cash was over like 1,200, and it's like sunk. Everybody bought Ethereum Classic on accident, and that sunk. People hopped in the internet computer, then that just sunk. That never went anywhere.
Yeah. Cardano's in the 5 spot right now at $1.28. Like, what's the difference here? Like, that
Binance Coin, maybe that's going to drop. Remember, they burnt like 1 million tokens just to keep the price stable.
Yep.
So with their CEO dropping out, I mean, that could be bad for them. And then Doge just sitting there like a good little doji. Polkadot. What about like even like Solana? Remember, it's like Solana was like a good buy under 40, and it's like $20 now or something.
It's definitely fallen off.
But maybe that's the good. I mean, if you just have random money to just be thrown in there, I mean, I'm just sticking to the BTC plan. So.
Well, we got a new daily green candle. It's building up. It's building up, boys. Building up.
Yep.
Let's see where it goes next week.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to do a crypto draft next week. The following week, I think we're at the beach. So I don't know. I guess we could do one from location together at the beach.
I guess. Yeah, we could do maybe like a short
like
chat. I don't know how our internet's going to work out down there, but I guess
right. Or we could do like a crypto. We're like, hey guys, here we are.
Live from the beach.
I'm here in the flip flops. Make some noise for the algorithm.
We'll figure something out. But yeah, let's plan next week. So do your research. We'll have it. I'll set up the new crypto draft, and we'll go through another set of 5, top 5 for the month.
John's name's going to be the 10Xers.
August. Oh yeah, you can't. Yeah, you could come up with a new name if you wanted to.
Yeah.
What was my name last time? Was it just John Crypto?
Something like that.
John's Cryptos. John's Cryptos.
Let me see here. Let me pull it up. Let me see what it was.
I think it was John Crypto or something.
Because we had to like make him on the spot, and it was just like, Mike's Gaines.
Yeah, I was the Moonwalker. Mike is the Jamie Gaines, and
Jamie Gaines. That's the only thing I could think of again. At least I'm true to myself.
Hey, at least you're consistent.
Hey, like a golf swing, baby.
Something like that. All right, fellas. Till next time.
Here comes the money.
Subscribe. Thanks to all our viewers out there. It looks like we still got one hanging on
hey,
Facebook.
It's probably Mike Sage.
I think it is. He's our most loyal.
Thank you, sir.
Right now on this episode, so appreciate it.
Well, Mike, we salute you.
Stay tuned for the 10x cryptocurrency draft next week.
Real men of genius.
Until then, make money.
10Xers out.
All right, we out. Adios.
Peace, y'all.